Hi, today I want to show you something about washing machines. They are top loading and front loading machines. Which is better for you? So this is the advice that I give a lot of people, that is, choose carefully. Don't go out and buy a washing machine and then think you've done a very good job and find you cannot actually use it in your house and you have to do all sorts of modifications to get it to run properly. So the problem with this machine now is, because it is on rollers, I don't know why they put rollers. I don't know why the technicians who brought this machine allowed my mom to put it on rollers, because for the very simple reason that there is a 30 or 40 or 50 kg of concrete inside at the bottom of the washing machine that blocks it from swirling around and shifting around when it's spinning. And what happens with this machine is, because it's on rollers, when it spins and the weight of the clothes is not balanced properly, it will pull the cable, the electrical cable, it pull the piping cable, water cable, pull the drainage pipe, everything it will pull, and sometimes it will flood the kitchen, right? So don't ever put your washing machine on a platform that has wheels, mainly because it defeats the whole design of the washing machine, right? And look, check, go and take the measurements with the tape. Take the measurements of there are two types of measurements. One is European standard and the other is Asian standard. Asian standard, I think, is about 1 or 2 inches lower than the European standard. So whatever you buy, especially in Malaysia, they will be Asian standard, right? They won't sell you European standard. And you have to measure. If you're an old house, I don't know whether the old houses were following any standard. They just simply did what they liked, right? Because if you look at the work surface over this side, let me show you. It appears to be higher. See, let's see. See, this is 37 inches. Just now I showed you that work surface is 37 inches from the floor. This one, the bottom of the work surface was 32. The top is 33. So you can see, those days, 50 years ago, nobody had a standard. They just did whatever they liked, and most importantly, they didn't have the understanding of what was going on. They did whatever they liked, right? So they sold you whatever you thought was good value for money, and then you bring it home and you find can't be used. You have to put it in the center of the kitchen because you can't put it under the work surface, right? And you can't put the washing machine outside because the rain and the sun will destroy it within a few months, 6 months, a year, and it's gone. This is the washing machine that my parents bought years ago, maybe 10 years, 15 years ago, and they put it on rollers. Can you imagine that? This is the problem I tell people when they don't know what they are buying. Do check. You see? Let me show you. This is 32 plus. Just if I take this water tap involved from the trolley bottom, it is 36 or 37 inches. 36 or 37 inches. Okay, if you might be able to squeeze it into a work surface that is 36 inches above the ground, whereas the work surface here is 31 inches, right? So this machine can never go underneath the work surface, wherever you want to put it at. So remember, the most important thing is always check that your machine can go underneath the work surface. If you're a front loader, this is a top loader, see, and that means you cannot tuck it away after use, and that means you cannot leave it under a work surface and do the washing. That is the nice thing about a front loader. A front loader has the door here, so you can tuck it out of the way, run your piping and your cabling and your wastewater outlet maybe through a hole in the wall, and it's out of sight. It doesn't take additional floor space in your kitchen, and it will work. The top loaders normally use a lot of water, so almost up to this height. I've seen it. I use it when I do heavy wash. It's up to you. Whereas the front loaders use very little water, but the top loader, because you use a lot of water, will finish washing within an hour. The front loaders, which are efficient usage of water, will take 2 hours to wash cleanly. So as you can see, my preference is for a front loading washing machine, because number one, it is easier to remove the clothes. Because it's lower, you just put into a basket and throw out the clothes, drag out the clothes. You don't have to bend down in and reach in to pick out something, right? And then the other thing is it uses less water, and today my mom has to hang the clothes out to dry in the sun. At my apartment I have a dryer, so I don't care whether it rains or sunshine. The moment it comes out of the washing machine, it goes to the dryer and let it dry. Within about 1.5 hours it's dry. So I don't care what the weather is doing. So that's the advantage. Many people in a hot country like Malaysia will think it's stupid to have a dryer, but there are advantages and there are reasons why it's worth having a dryer. No doubt from experience I can tell you that when you dry your clothes in the hot sun, it's really hot outside. Today I think the room temperature is 32 or 33 degrees centigrade. It will dry, the clothes will dry within 2 hours, guaranteed. So make your choice whether you want a front loading or a top loading washing machine. The top loadings are cheaper, so if you're on a tight budget, go for the top loading, but make sure you can put it somewhere in your place. Measure this height. It's 31 inches, so whatever washing machine you buy must be below 31 inches in height. This is the width. Here it shows just over 19 inches, so give extra space on either side so that you can easily move the washing machine in and out. This is the depth. It's about 18, 19, almost 19 inches. This is the depth of the washing machine, so give an extra space at the back for cables, the drainage hose, piping. So you have the option of buying a top loader or a front loader washing machine. If you're on a tight budget, you will most probably opt for the top loader because they are cheaper than the front loaders. Firstly, look at the space available in your kitchen, whether it's going to be in the open area or under a workspace. If it is under a workspace, then your choice is for a front loader. If it's in the open air, then you can use a top loader. But before you make any choices, measure the space you have. Measure the width of the space, the depth of the space, and the height of the space. And make sure you have space at the back for piping and cables. If you choose a top loader, you will have to put it next to a shelf or a cupboard or in the open space. The final choice is yours, depending on your budget and how much space you have in your kitchen or in the open area where you're going to keep the washing machine.